John Thomas.
Uh-oh. Station, everybody, because we've got the great Herminio! Reyes Jr. is in the house. Good to see you, man.
Leave it to me. 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 Let's go. Let's go. Leave it to me. 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 Let's go. Leave it to me. Leave it to me.
Yo, what up? What's up? I don't know what that was, but what is up to the Big Herm Show with my man Primetime Tom in the house, here to do another show. The Amazing Spider-Man show is back and better. I mean, so it hasn't gone anywhere. We did one last week, but I always like saying that, just like my man Mike Greenberg from the ESPN, back and better than ever. You know what I'm saying? Woo! I'm really hyped up. I've had a heck of a week, a heck of a day, and whenever I have one of those weeks and days, and I get to do this with my man Primetime Tom and you guys in the chats or in the rewind, I get excited. That's why you see I get a little loud, overhyped. I was able to come home a little early, and I'm saying the whole life, they're like, we just want to know about the comic, Herm. You know what I'm saying? But that's how it is when we do this show. We talk about our day and our week. This is how we do in the PCP Army. You know what I'm saying? And all the shows and stuff. We get to know how we did, how my man Tom did. So, and we do the small talk, a little bit more small talk back, before we get started. But Herm was a little late today, so it's my fault, my bad. I had some technical difficulties with the computer. I finally got it going.
Oh yeah.
I had a struggle with it, you know what I mean? But I got it going. I had to tell my man Tom, who's way back there, in the green room, to hold on for a minute. He's like, hurry up, Herm, I'm out of here. You know what I mean? But nah, man. But you guys know I talk a lot and all that. This is why we have a talk show, right? And here we're ready to do the Amazing Spider-Man comic books. This is a show that I forget to say this in the beginning of our show, but this is a Spider-Man show where we review the main issues of the Amazing. And I'm glad my man Tom's ready, because that's the one thing I forgot to do. Go get my books. I'm gonna do that in a second while my man reads the first issue. He's gonna show the issue, because I have both of my issues over there, and I'm gonna go get it in a minute. But I'm pretty excited, because this arc might be, I haven't read the last, what I've been trying to do, since we are a little behind. We are like 4, 5, 6 issues behind, and we're trying to catch up with everything. What I've been trying to do is not even read ahead to those issues, because I'm already behind. So what I do is, whatever show we do, I read those books, and I don't even read what's next. Now, sometimes you might get spoilers here and there, but I don't care. I don't read. So far, these 2 issues are my favorite issues of the Zeb Well runs. I'll just say it right now. Yeah.
No. Really?
Yeah.
Really? Oh, wow.
Yeah, I enjoy the heck out. I don't know if you did. If you didn't, that's fine. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to like everything. You know what I mean? This is why we have a show. But if you did, I can't wait to hear what you did or didn't. I can't wait to hear what you have to say about these issues.
Okay.
I enjoyed it in the first run a week ago, and I enjoyed it again. Because I always try to read them again while I'm having my dinner and stuff like that before the show. So I enjoyed the heck out of it. I just didn't want to say nothing until it ends. But it might be my favorite arc of Zeb Well run. A lot of things happen in Zeb Well runs. Some people hate it, some people like it, some people think I'm in the middle of it. You know what I mean? Some people say it completely sucks. You know what I mean? I don't think it's as I don't think it's as venomous as the special, the special. You know what I'm saying? But there are people not liking it. And there's stuff about the Zeb Wells run you probably don't like. And that's probably stuff from the editorial. I hate to blame them, but that Nick Lowe guy, like, that he's probably forced to do or has to pick up wherever the pressure left off. You know what I'm saying? And then they got a retcon stuff and all that. What the pressure try to do? You know what I mean? But nope. Oh no. So just hang in there. I feel like you guys are gonna enjoy this. We're gonna have a lot of fun doing our little storytelling. We go crazy up in this show and stuff like that. But before I do anything, I'm here rambling again and not even introducing my man Tom. What's up, Primetime Tom? How's your week?
It's been interesting. Took 2 days off to recover. I hit a plasma and I blood loss.
What? You did a what?
I went plasma and I lost cells.
Damn.
Yeah.
Are you okay?
Oh yeah. So, but much better. Couple days ago.
Wow. All right. I'm glad you're better. Stuff can be scary, man.
At least there wasn't more.
Oh man. Well, I'm glad you're better. But for that reason, anybody who's in the chats, let us know if you hear Tom really well. I hear Tom really well, but he keeps coming on and off. I don't know if this is probably my end because I don't have my headsets. So I gotta really. What you said, Tom? What the? You know what I'm saying? But yeah. So yeah, man. I'm glad you're better. You know what I mean? And be careful. And you know what I'm saying? Be healthy. Oh man, because everything good. That's why I tell everybody, man. That every day, enjoy every day, man. Because you never know when. And not every day is guaranteed. You know what I mean? It's not. You know what I mean? Like that's why I wake up and try to be positive. That's why you see me here, positive, loud, and we have our ups and downs. You know, I have a lot of downs this week. Not with like sickness or something like nothing like that, but things that happen in life. You know, and you're like, damn, dope. You know what I mean? But you always got to keep the positive and stuff like that. But I'm glad that you're okay, and I'm glad that we're doing this show together.
Me too.
Whether we have a few people on here or we have nobody on here, like right now. It's kind of my fault. I didn't get a chance to promote the show. I do try my best to do that for next week's show because we're coming back next week for sure. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just gonna make sure. We didn't even discuss what time we're gonna be on. Probably same time next week, if I can. Anybody who's watching this on the rewind, we'll be back next week to do the next 2 issues because I can't wait to read them and I can't wait to discuss them. These issues are amazing. And
no pun intended.
What happened?
No pun intended.
Yeah. I'm glad to be doing this with you, man. This is awesome. I know we're 10 minutes in. I didn't even get to promote anything.
There we go. Until I do my.
Yeah. Yeah. So real quick in the chats, we only have a few people. You know, my man, Chops and Drop. Happy Saturday. Thank you so much, Station. We have myself, because I'm a narcissist, so I gotta be on there. And my man Kenneth Burf, Station. Thanks for coming on too. Yeah, man. And of course, if you like the video, whether you're watching it live or on the rewind, hit the thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel. Ding, ding, ding that bell for notification for future videos so you can watch me rant about just nothing, and my man Tom be like, "Yo, Herm, come on, we're doing the show." You know what I'm saying? And I don't know why I had to sound like Verno, but yeah, come on, Herm, let's get the show going. Yeah, come on. But this is what we do here in the Big Herm Show. You know what I mean? With Primetime Tom. Can never forget that. I got a few other shows. I can't talk today. I can't talking. What is that? You know what I mean? Yeah, but like I was saying, next week, Saturday, 7 p.m. East, is probably our time. So I'm always gonna say that unless we change it. But we're gonna do the next 2 issues, The Amazing Spider-Man, Volume 6, issue 34 and 35. Next Saturday, 7 p.m. East. Be there or be square. This is the arc right here. You know what I'm saying? This is the arc. And of course, keep on keeping on. I have a bunch of my homies here. You know what I mean? Usually Whiplash Wednesday, we always have somebody coming on and stuff like that. Just like my man, what's his name? Nick Comic Culture. You know what I'm saying? He has his Cadets Toys, and he shows you all the books that came out there. And it's a pretty quick video. And then, of course, my man has his new Comic Book Day haul video that comes out right after. And he does a Nick at Night, which I don't know if he dropped the thumbnail for tonight's show, Nick at Night show. But those books that he showed here on his videos, he'll review them. One of the best review guys on YouTube. You know what I'm saying? Robbie better be careful, man. He's going after his title of review shows. You know what I'm saying? Because Robbie's the best comic book reviewer, at least on the YouTubes. I don't care what anybody. You could call me biased, but the man knows. He knows his shit. Whether you agree with what he says and all that, he just gives you his opinion. So does my man Nick right here. And I keep on keeping on. I'm glad I got a series of shows here by my man Legacy Evolution. You know what I mean? Oh man, core class out there. My man the Nerdtastic News. You know, the real Ghostbusters X-Men marks the spot. Holiday Horror Fest. You got this Horror Fest thing going on. And my man Manny, Nerdtastic News with an island view. My man Manny. Always putting on a show there. Always check him out. He has a great channel. He's always promoting all the Bad Batchers and people around the community and stuff like that. Watch his stuff. Oh, he always got like my man is Maximum Overdrive. I think this is the Gold Figure guys or something. Oh, this is him. I don't even know. I know there's a Gold Figure show by man Jelani. You know what I mean? He's part of the PCP crew and stuff like that. With him and Brooks, they have their own show and stuff like that. I'm not sure if that's his show. I gotta get on it, man. Cause sometimes I'm just like I get my shows confused because everybody's putting some great shows. You know what I mean? It's hard to track them. You know what I mean? It's so great. You know what I mean? And of course, I think I am. I agreed to it. Tuesday night. This is not the thumbnail for it. This is the last thumbnail. But Supreme Clientele. Not even. I don't think this is 2 weeks ago. But this is the thumbnail I got. But my man, you know, Supreme Clientele. My man Stu, Dr. Doom fan club, and my man Missing Link. They do a great show there. They have like 6 comics they go through the news and stuff like that, and yours truly is gonna be on that show this Tuesday. I get to pick a couple of books there that we get to review and stuff like that, and the 2 books you guys gotta watch the show to see which 2 books I chose and which books they chose. But it should be a lot of fun. I can't wait to do it. It's Tuesday. Now it's on Tuesdays, 9 p.m. Eastern. You know what I'm saying? So my man Tom, there's no excuses, because I know that's not your bedtime yet. So that's usually my bedtime, but I'm off the next day, so I get to be on the show. I can't wait. It's gonna be a lot of fun. I can't wait. You know what I mean? Of course, later on, some show and tell. Beautiful sight. So I got to do all that a little later. I got a few nice things to show. It's not the greatest, but I like it. Some things I got on Black Friday. Black Friday, that's still around?
What?
Oh my god. There was like nobody out. Did you go shopping for Black Friday?
Little.
There was like no lines, nobody. It was beautiful. You know what I mean? But I don't know if it ever come back, but Black Friday pretty much is kaput. You know what I mean? Ever since the pandemic, you know what I mean? I like it like that because I think they went too nuts before that. You know, they had people working on the Thursdays, so people being online Thursday morning and stuff, not even enjoying Thanksgiving, and it was just it became chaos. You know what I mean? And working in retail and all that, dealing with that, actually having to be at work, no bueno. So I'm glad. I'm not glad. I like them to do business, but I think now Black Friday it's extended from like September on. They have sales throughout the stores, and you could get great sales whether it's October or November or even December. So that was awesome. We're gonna have a show and tell. Some things we got at Black Friday, and I also got a couple of things that I just wanted to show, just for the heck of it. My man Tom has his stuff, but keep on keeping on because I'm gonna put my man in the spot because 16 minutes. I don't know if that's a record. I know we had a record of how long does Herm talk before we got finally do a goddamn review. Usually. Oh man, Chops and Drop is still in here saying what's up to us. Thank you. You know what I mean? And thanks for being on here. I hope we entertain you guys. This is why we do it. We have fun doing it. Storytelling. I'm gonna go search for my books real quick. So I'm gonna step off the picture here. But my man Tom is gonna tell you what happened in the Amazing Spider-Man. You can show the book now. The Amazing Spider-Man number 32. Boom. I'm gonna give you the solo for now while I go look for these books, and I'll be right back. But I'll be listening to you guys, so don't say anything mean, guys. Oh wait, you guys can't talk. only okay. Be right back. Go ahead, my man.
All right. So we open up. Got Crepe and the in the midst. Some kind of very dark. Got Craven. Just kind of penetrate. Mean. Saying there's already her. The fire. Everywhere I've ever been. Follow the flame. I hunt her. I travel to parts of her. Pierce the dark. It is a sacred. Like die. It kind of shows. Amidst the flame. Whatever they're. So they're both flying. Craven goes on. His memory. Says, I see her. Poisoned by the man. So am I. She lives to. As do our ceremonies had one purpose. To coax the Enid. And then she's like, "Get it where? Like good. The goblins. You might. You're free. She's like, what? Feel free. Maybe I will once they find their way home." It kind of zooms in on Norman Osborn. Basically, what they've been trying to do is all these sins that were done away by Sin Eater in the previous arc by Nick Spencer, they're trying to basically revive Green Goblin. So apparently their little scheme by this ritual, whatever it is they did, this dark ritual, has apparently worked. So we go into New York City. Peter's on the phone. He's calling Norman Osborn. He's like, "Norman." He says, "Peter?" He says, "You're calling late. I thought you had plans tonight." Peter's like, "Well, I just wanted to make sure you're not stuck working at the office." Norman's kind of a little annoyed. He's like, why does Peter have to keep checking up on me all the time? He's like, this hardly feels like work. I've had to literally cool my jets to prepare the damage that Doc Ock had done, because Doc Ock had come in and just wreaked havoc. He says, "I'm just chafing at the bit to test fire the electric plasma engine." Peter's excited. He's like, "Oh, great, I'll swing by and I'll help you test it." And Norman's like, "Peter, that's not necessary." He says, "You've been working, You've been working too much as it is. Peter's like, I know, but... And then he's like, whoops. Gets interrupted. He says, I gotta go, Norman. I got another call. And lo and behold, it's Black Cat. She's like, hey, Peter, just checking in. A few weeks ago, we broke up. So I just wanted to see, how the hermit life was going. The bachelor hermit life. He's like, well, it is what it is. By the way, I'm going to meet Janice's friend, Michelle. And Janice is Tombstone's daughter, turned into the Beetle. So that he's finishing her talk with her. She's like, Felicia's like, well, are you going on some kind of date with this Michelle chick? He's like, no, ever since the wedding got, in a tussle and things went awry. He says, me and this lawyer are trying to, put our heads together to decide, how we're going to help them after all of this. She's like, well, okay. She says, because, she is pretty hot. And so then it opens onto Peter's meeting with the lawyer. And she's like asking him point blank. She's like, Peter Parker, are you always this late? She's like, it's 8:15. It's 15 minutes past the time we were supposed to meet. He was like, well, she goes, let me take it. He's like, whoa. Wait a second. I do over. I apologize. It'll never happen. So he's like, what should we are? So, fast. And then she says, be suggest Anna should out first. She says, like head off with this. Didn't you? About it. Okay. And Peter's like, think about it. He's with this. Want them to get taken out by the hit on. And then she's like, well, he left, but contact with. He's like, his knees, breaking her door. Peter's like, he's got a lot. After everything. She's like, yeah. No, Peter. She's like, come on. Every family. It's like, yeah. You don't have a full as to what he goes. He's like, he's a crime. He's got the rap sheet. He says, you probably don't know what he really. He's like, actually, it's a matter to Peter. He says, I don't. And he's like, oh, you are really intriguing. So she says, what? Fact, I fire. Like spitting out. What? You're Tombstone's lawyer? She's like, no. I'm the lawyer. You acting so, Mr. Parker. No, I did meet lost. Janice's daughter. And then Peter's like, yeah, I thought you were a lawyer. I thought you loved the law. This is just, setting a fire under her. She's like, I am. And I believe these laws were designed to protect everyone, including Tombstone. He's like, yeah, exactly. Like supervillains. She's like, yes, of course. She's like, let me guess. You're a Frank Castle supporter, a big Punisher fan. He's like, Tombstone's a villain, and so is Punisher. He says, I of all people know that he's a villain, just like Mr. Tombstone, your client. And then the waitress comes along. He says, dessert? And they're both so on fire. They're like, no. So then we cut back to the dark ritual, the flames of fire, to bring back the goblin. And Craven's continuing his deep thought process. He's recollecting what had happened to his father. This is the son of Craven. He's saying, all his life, my father kept the casket close. Hunting the death worthy of him. Running to it, I will not follow him. He says, but this casket, why do I keep it? And the Goblin Queen's like, your father was a selfish man. There is only one hunt that can make you whole, and he took it for himself. But I brought you a way to prove yourself his better. Your father became the spider, bested the spider's enemy to prove his worth. But his prey was weak, pathetic rat. There's some really good art there by Mr. Patrick Gleason. So we move on further, and in the casket is the carcass of Green Goblin. She says, you will best the spider's greatest foe. But first, you must restore his sins to him, and then kill him. Freeing him and then freeing me in the process. She goes, go, Craven, hunt. Then we zoom back to Norman Osborn's lab. He's got his goggles on. He's about to test the electric plasma thingamajigger. And he says, He heard Peter. He says, I knew you'd come, Peter. And Peter's like, well, and I knew you'd be here still. He's like, Peter, I told you I had things in hand. I was going to take care of this myself. It's very late, Peter. And Peter's like, yeah, but, it's just my night, kind of went sideways, meeting this chick and blah, blah, blah. He says, I'm not going to let you do stuff without me. It's like, Peter. He's like, what? I just thought you might need some company. Norman's like, I told you I didn't. Peter's like, I know, but the last few weeks, they have been a doozy. He's like, Peter. He says, you can't keep doing this. And Peter's like, what? And he's basically having a heart-to-heart like father and son. And he's like, spending every free second with me, scanning my face for signs of madness. And Peter's like, well, I just want to make sure you're okay. And Norman's all, burdened and stuff. He says, I know that one of the joys of these past months is beginning to know you better. I hired you to keep me honest. But I didn't appreciate exactly, I didn't realize how much that burden you were going to take on. He says, I feared I've asked too much of you. And Peter's like, no, not too much. I would never want to, He says, let me become the man who killed Gwen. And Peter's like, hey, it's not just that. He says, the more I work with you, the more I recognize something familiar. The Norman Osborn I first met when you treated me like a son. He says, I'm beginning to think that might be the real you, Norman. The man who got buried under all that other stuff. And he's got, Norman's getting all choked up. He's like, Peter. He says, you don't know. He says, that means more than. The next thing you know, you hear this, these rumblings and this tussle, and the power goes out. Norman's like, power loss. But I had a triple redundancy after Otto's attack, which means the system went down. He says, Peter's like, this is bad. And they're both like, suits. So, Norman's scuffling to, get his Gold Goblin suit. Peter's, racing to get his Spider-Man suit. And the security cameras are down. Craven obviously took out whatever guards that were there at Oscorp. And, Norman's like, what in God's name? And out of nowhere, Craven appears. He says, Craven's like, you betray your glory with these rags, Goblin. He says, numb your spirit. I am here to enliven you. I'll make you whole. And he's sitting there wielding the spear. All these blacks and reds are just intense. They add to the intensity of the scene. So Peter's like checking in. He's like, Norman, I've got injured security. He says, we've been breached. He's like, Norman? Norman, and Norman's just like totally like deadpan face, feeling so bad, realizing that Craven's probably going to revive the Green Goblin. And Craven's oh no, hey. He says, this is your he is. Don't make him pins. And Peter's like, Raven. He says, that's oh my god. Peter's like, slamming his fist. Norman. And the next thing is, Craven's raising, ready to strike. And Craven's like, this cannot. And Norman's like, maybe. And he just bam! Clocks Craven. Sending him flying. Sucker punches. Blood. He's like, Goblin's fury of the... Let him out. He says, so I mean... And he just... Herman, you're a king. Accept your quirk. Next thing you know...
Here comes Spider-Man.
Spider-Man through. He's like, I don't... Raven. Next thing you know, it's tingling. The fire off. He's like, I must go find Norman. I must find him before. And then, bam! Craven goes to stab Norman, but Peter's in the way. Uh-oh. Boom shakalaka. Boom shakalaka. And Peter's down for the count. Norman's like, what do, Craven? The next thing you know, you got this massive 2-page spread, and Craven's like, watch the spider die and be reborn. I watched the spider. And Norman's like, oh my god, what have I done? And Peter's like, getting overwhelmed by the magic of the spear. He's like, and Craven's like, oh. He's like, what if I... I've awakened the beds. When they killed my father. Pray now. Run. I am hunted.
Uh-oh.
And then the electricity getting revived. And he's like, that awesome. That right there.
Really nice.
Woo. Continue.
Man, that was a blast. Anybody apologize for not being on it for a minute? I was having technical difficult. Yeah, that word. I can't even say the word. You know what I'm saying? That's how bad it is. But my man Tom, you did a great job going through it. I was able to time in here and there. Zeb Wells, Patrick Gleason is something we forgot to mention earlier. Our guy Patrick Gleason is back for this run. All 4 issues that we're covering, 2 this week, 2 next week. It's my man Patrick Gleason, which is anybody knows us and knows my show, Tom too. We love Patrick Gleason, and like he was showing just now, that gorgeous. This was maybe one of my favorite issues of the series. So far, this arc might be my favorite arc of the Zeb Wells runs so far. I'm saying this ahead of time and stuff like that, but I really enjoy these 2 issues, and I can't wait. Like I said, now that we're covering these issues, I'm trying, and I'm already behind. I'm trying not to read ahead, so I could be surprised the next time we read number 34 and 35 in the future. But so far, this issue and the next one that I'm going to cover in a second, loved it. Loved it. What happened?
Loved
it. Yeah. So real quick before I tell you how I feel about this issue completely, my man Phable Station 1 collection down. They took a day off, a week off from the show. He'll be back next week and stuff like that. Back and better than ever, like always. Check him out. 1 collection down on the YouTubes now. You know what I mean? And can't wait all the time. Usually 1 o'clock Eastern on Saturdays. Thanks for joining us, my man. Of course, Bobby Hardcore Station in the house. And one of our favorite Portlanders right here, Portland Comic Crew.
Hey,
my man
Damien.
Sleepy Damien. Let's
Hey,
go. Yes.
Good to see you.
Bobby says Patrick Gleason is going to be at the Planet Comic Con in March, Herm.
Ooh.
Oh, nice. I really love Patrick Gleason, and maybe he's making the story so much better. I think this is the best arc that he was able to be on, because a few issues in the you know what I'm saying? He didn't really get into the good arcs, especially that 2099 arc. If you remember, that's probably one. Sorry, I said the word. That was like one of the least favorite arcs on that run. It was all over the place. So I think this might be his best run on Amazing Spider-Man of his career. It is freaking amazing. Of course, ahoy, Captain Station. Captain's in the house. Ahoy, mates and mermaids. But back on track. I love that. I love the interaction between Peter Parker and Michelle. You know what I mean? Like, as soon as like he finds out that she's a lawyer for criminals and stuff like that, woo, Peter don't like that. You know what I mean? So, of course, you know, Black Cat stating that she was hot. That's why she acts and stuff like that. And, you know, I don't know if she was really jealous, but, you know, she hot, you know what I mean? But that they're enemies now. That was kind of funny. The whole Green Goblin costume and the casket thing. So, you know, this was the villains trying to be villains kind of thing.
Yeah.
And it completely backfired to the point where now they zap freaking Peter Parker with the sin thing. You know, whatever that is, that magical thing that Kafka put together, and you know, the Red Goblin, and now we see Peter Parker get hit with it. Now we're like, Peter Parker's got sins. Is he gonna? What's gonna happen? So after this issue, you're like really interested. He lure you in here right here. You know what I'm saying? Very well done. The art's good. If I have to give a rating for this one, it might be one of the best ratings in the series. It's hard for me to rate it now because I kind of want to complete the 4 issues. But for now, I'll give this issue a 4.5 because I really enjoy the heck out of it. I thought it was one of the best issues, like I said, of his run. Worth reading. If you haven't read the Zeb Wells run, or you got off it, you just want to read these 4 books, I think it's worth it. You might not know everything that's going on in the background, but this focuses on a lot of things. It's a Peter Parker type story. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
I enjoy the heck out of it. What you think out of it? What do you rate it, Tom?
Oh man. It wasn't. And seeing Crate go full along with you. And Red Goblin. I really worked in there. I was like, oh crap. What have they awakened? And as a great appreciator for Patrick Gleason's art and everything, this was amazing. No pun intended. Just
no pun intended. Amazing.
Although I did he did the writer a different face Spidey, Pigeon Venom. Some of those covers.
What? Who? So what rating you gave it?
A 4.9.
A 4 point what?
4.9.
4.95 you said? Okay. You keep breaking up. I think it's my computer. I can't find my headset, so I'm gonna probably be asking my man Tom what he said a bunch of times, so I apologize, guys. I can't find my headsets. But My man Manny Station is in the house. Warren's in the house. You know what I mean? Of course, Sleepy talking about the captain's channel. Thank you, Sleepy. Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. So like, that's pretty cool, man. So we'll do final ratings towards the end. You know what I mean? The calculations and stuff. We're breaking the 4.5, the normal barrier. Now we're gonna just throw out the 4.2. That might happen because you guys know what rating we like the most. You know what I mean? What could that be? But now that this issue is in the books, number 32, I'm gonna do the next issue, which of course you guys know, as I give myself a bigger screen. You know what I mean? The Amazing Spider-Man, number 33. Legacy number 927, guys. 927. We're almost there, guys. We're almost there. Well, not really. I mean, we still got a few issues. But you guys know 950 is going to come out. It's going to be a big 999 issue. And then me and Tom are going to be here for like 5 hours trying to cover that. But before we get there, before we get ahead of ourselves, you know what I'm saying? We're going to call it The Amazing Spider-Man number 33. And, which is pretty interesting because who's back? Who's that's back? You have somebody hunting Craven. You know what I mean? My man's being hunted by is that the Black Spider-Man? The Black Spider suit? Is he Venom again? No, I don't think that's it, but but yeah, man. You're right, Tom. Man, you're right. You got to flip the camera over.
Oh yeah.
All right. So keep on keeping on. Like I said, pretty interesting cover. We see a black suit. Is this actually a cover that's gonna be in the book? Because you guys know, like, they show a black suit and stuff like that, and then you look in the book and where is it? You know what I mean? We'll find out. So we go, and of course we finish with the last issue where he gets stabbed with that magical thingy that gives you sins. Try to give Norman his sins back. You know what I mean? Because, you know, Craven can't stand the man and stuff like that. So he was trying to get that evil guy back. You know what I mean? But instead, we got probably a eater. Who eater? Well, maybe, you know, if he was the Venom again, he'll eat brains. But, you know, besides the point, we got an evil Peter Parker, do we? Do we not? Let's see what happens. You know what I mean? But it opens up with Peter just thinking. He's like, I mean, he's like, if you asked me yesterday, I have told you I don't know why I keep it. But I do deep down, I don't have to pretend anymore. And then we're like, keep what? What is he talking about? You know what I mean? As he goes and he runs through this thought, he's like, Craven did something to me and all that. And he's always been doing something to me. He's always been like trying to get me, you know, do bad things to him. You know, like these villains, like they never go away. You know what I mean? But now, like, he goes, they all go unpunished because I was the friendly neighborhood Spider-Man. You know what I'm saying? That was me. And then, like, you see, like, a little spider in the sign. Look at me. And right there, which, me being a Spider-Man fan and all that for years, I see a spider, I don't crush it. You know what I mean? It's just, that's my buddy right there. I'll just move him. You know what I mean? Because they come in handy. You can do the spider web. They catch, you know, other evil insects and stuff like that. So, you know, but not this Spider-Man. Not the Sin Man. He squashes it. I'm like, oh, he squashes his buddy, man. What the hell's going on? What's going on? You know what I mean? And that's great Patrick Gleason art right there. And he's like, no more of that, you know, no more friendly neighborhood Spider-Man kind of thing, you know what I mean? And he's like, the blaze in my head grows hotter. My thoughts slow, accepting their fate. I understand Craven only lit the fire, a child playing with matches. These thoughts were always there in the dry brush in my mind. I'd feel them in the dark of night. They'd come with my memories of, and you see a red picture. I read little bubbles saying the grave. Then you see, you know, back to the regular bubble. He's like, He put me in a grave. That blaze takes my thoughts and burns. I don't have to pretend anymore. I think about what I do to him now. I'm adding some words, but you guys know. What I'd like to do if I wasn't so friendly. Bum bum bum. So you got lightning and all that, and this is the part where if this is a movie, you see that boom, dun, 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 all the lightning. Oh man! And of course you see the title. This week on Spider-Man, his life is all turned upside down like always, And then he's like, then it goes to Norman Osborn. And he's running around. And I don't know if this is a reason, but throughout the thoughts, it changes to the really green thought. And then it goes back to, have you noticed that? But it did that with Peter Parker too. So I don't know if there's a reason for that. Or they're just trying to, get you to focus. I don't know. But, he's like, Peter, where are you? He starts looking for him in his apartment. He doesn't see him. You know what I mean? He's like, Craven's a madman. Door's unlocked. Peter, you're okay. And then he while he's talking, he's like, but you saw what he became. And it's in green. And he's like, his face, it looked like, so they put emphasis on it. And he's like, a mirror. But his face. So he kept emphasizing about his face. About how Peter looked like, his face. After having the sins, that evil. yeah, Spider-Man. Now he's like, yeah, Craven. You know what I'm saying? But so it goes after Norman doesn't find Peter and stuff like that. He's like, what are you doing, Peter? Where are you? What are you doing? You know what I mean? So he doesn't know what he's doing. And he goes straight to my man Craven right there. And he's like, twice it took him. His madness ran him down like a hobble gazel. You ran. I knew it would come for me, but that's it. Would try to take me. He's like, ha 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 ha. And you see the evil laugh of Peter Parker. Pretty much he's saying right here that the man that was the hunter became the hunted, and he was just like not understanding, like that's what he wanted. But I guess he didn't want it for Peter, he wanted it for the other dude. You know what I mean? I guess like deep down in him, I mean, I don't know if people thought this, but deep down in, like in the past, even if this is a clone of his son, you know what I'm saying? Not the real Craven. Shocker. I think deep down he always wants Spider-Man to hunt him down and to finally take him down. That's what I feel. You know what I mean? Craven the Last Hunt was kind of that kind of thing, and it's almost like if he finishes that conquest, he has nothing else to do, kind of thing. I wonder if this Craven is feeling that way too. But yeah, he's like, it's madness. He's like, I knew he would come for me and all that. He's like, we do run. I will face the sins of my father. I am my father. So he's like already, his father did a lot of bad things too. So he's like, this is me. He's like, I will face the madness that took him. By his own hand, it will kill him. I will hunt. But the weapons, why do they seem so heavy? Why can't I choose? I don't want to weigh down because you no longer hunt. I don't want to be slowed down. My body knows I am prey. Awesome picture in the back. You see that Spider-Man out of nowhere, and he has his black suit. And that's pretty much what Peter was talking about earlier. It's like he had it in the closet. He doesn't know why he always had it in his closet. But now that he has the sin and the friendly is out of it, he's like, this is why. Because I always wanted to put it back on. There you go. He's got it back on. He's like, I waited for this moment. And out of nowhere, he gives him some kind of injection. And then Craven's like, oh my God. Oh my God. He's like, injected me with run. Now, Craven's running. He's like, oh no, now he's really being hunted. What did he do to me? And then it gets all blurry. Spider-Man gets flurry, and he's like, you better get going. He's like, I am Kraven the Hunter. I do not. And he's like, run. And then Kraven starts running. I'm running. Oh, man. And he's like, how about by my father's sin? Say it. I am Kraven, the hunted. Not the hunted, but the hunted. He's like, but not for the first time. I felt the fear of every animal I've taken. Thoughts like them become them. I can be cornered, but not surprised. I see you, Spider. He's like, I see you. And like, they have a little confrontation right there. Boom, boom, boom. And he's like choking him. The Spider-Man's not choking him. You know what I mean? So you already know this Spider-Man. He hasn't been like this since he had the black Venom suit. You know what I'm saying? I feel if anybody read that run, like he was a meanie. That he's like, I can't believe I was ever scared of you. Peter as Spider-Man says, I can't believe I let you get away with what you did for all those years, walking around like you didn't bury me alive. He's like, I'm not my father. He's like, close enough. And he goes, ha! He tosses him over. And then he goes, he let me go. Don't be a fool. And he's like, ha 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 ha. And then he's playing with me. So like Spider-Man is like now playing with him. Like it used to happen the other way around. You know what I'm saying? Like the hunter is now the hunted and he's getting toyed with. And he's like stalking me from above, stalking or hurling me. End it. No. Get where he can't see me. So he's like already like thinking, should it end it? Should I go through this? I don't even know. You know what I mean? He said, and then get below. See how the grave calls you. And of course, I didn't even say, but he found a manhole in the bottom. Stuff like that, because he's in a lake or wherever he's in the, I guess, Central Park, I guess. And he's like, see how the grave calls you. Take away his advantages. Dare him to follow me. This is what he wants. He's like gasping for air and stuff. He's like, down into the muck. Thick like prey. You want to die. He's like, confuse my tracks. Get distance into the grave. Further, deeper, to join your father. Deeper. He's like, and then Spider-Man, stop. You've gone far enough for the serum to work. And he's like, my blood is hardened like fire. Kraven says. He's like, I don't feel a thing. And he's like, it's not supposed to work for you. And all of a sudden you hear that sss. And he's like, something smells tasty, tasty. And Spider-Man's like, I just needed you to work up a sweat so the hormones could work way through your body. And then of course you see dun dun dun, those vermins are back. And if you grew up with Spider-Man in the 80s, the late 80s, early 90s, you saw the vermin a few times. There was great stories with Spider-Man. With that, you saw it in the Express Run too. But they're down there, and he was setting them up for that. So Kraven the Last Hunt, the famous series and all that, had them in it, if I'm not mistaken. And we have it here. He's like, and attracts your friends. And they're like, yes, yes. So we are vermin. So, you know. So they after Kraven. He's like, the vermin, my father bested. You know, the spider brought me here to fail where my father succeeded. There are too many. He's like, because there's a bunch of them. You know what I mean? He's like, lie down and die. I see you watching, Spider. I will not fail. So his inspiration comes with the Spider now. Now his pride and his ego won't let the Spider, let the vermin do him in like that. He's like, I will not fail. He's like, come on, then. He takes a bite out of one. You know what I mean? This has become a horror book right now. You know what I mean? Verno, be proud. But I am my father's son. He's like, yes, I am. Kraven, you will be buried like him. No, bite him. Claim him, Spider-Man says. You will follow him down. Down, Craven says. He's like, but there's so many of them. He looked like he's done. Down to the big nothing. You kind of see him struggling and Spider-Man looking away. And out of nowhere, bing, 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 Spider-Man comes and starts beating up on the vermins, flipping them, punching them, breaking one of their teeth. He's brutal, man. This Spider-Man is brutal. This really is looking like the Venom spider suit that he had, a symbiote. And then they kind of see the evilness in Spider-Man, or they start to get scared, and the vermins kind of like run away. You know what I'm saying? Like, let's get out of here, kind of thing. And then you see Spider-Man dragging Craven, dragging him off, and then like Craven wakes up. It's like, what? And then Spider-Man hears this in case you want to skip to the end. And Craven's like, no. Pretty much he tosses him a shotgun, rifle, and now you see my man Craven. he's in the coffin, kind of like what he did to him. He's like, pretty damn fine day. Shack, you see, chink, chink, chink. You see and he's burying Craven alive. Pretty much what Craven, his father, did to him, he's doing to Craven. It says to be continue. Woo! And of course, this is how the next issue, which we'll show you in a minute, looks. And that's the end of that issue. Woo! So my man Tom, since I've been talking a minute, what do you think of this whole thing so far?
Man. Pretty awesome.
Pretty awesome.
I love Turn to the Black Station.
So
Him at John Creep. And then the vermin remind me of
Precious. That's right, they do.
Yeah. I enjoyed it. Very fun.
Yeah, it was very fun. You had like outside of Patrick Gleason's great art, you had like the feeling what a sinful Peter Parker would sound like, what, the evilness in that, you know what I'm saying? Like, because he's always been friendly, you know what I mean? And now, except for when he had the black suit, he was kind of a dick, you know what I mean? Here, he's being more than that. He's being vengeful. He didn't kill him. He just gave him a piece of the same medicine he gave him when he put him to the grave. Now he put Craven, even though it's not the Craven that, spoilers, killed himself.
Right.
He feel like it's revenge. He's going to do to him what was done, what Peter should have done a long time ago when he was friendly, when he had a conscience, when he, now this is like Peter without the responsibility Peter, you know what I mean? And like I said, this is probably the best 2 issues in the Zeb Well run. I really enjoyed it. I can't wait to read the next 2 issues when we cover it next week. But ASM 33, pretty damn good. If I have to rate, like, rating is so hard sometimes because this is the best part of the whole run. But I think I'm gonna keep it at the 4.5. You know what I'm saying? I think 4.5 for both issues. I think it's phenomenal. Like I said, the best run. Patrick Gleason art is great, and I enjoy the heck out of these issues. These 2 issues that we just read. Like, I don't think I felt that way since we started this run. There was some issues we did like, you know what I mean? Some issues we so. But I think outside of the main reason, the main story, throughout, I could say the season, but that's how it is. It's a light in the end of the tunnel you're trying to get to. But before you get there, you get these kinds of stories, little by little leading to that. They kind of went away from that a little bit and just told you a story, and this is the middle of it right now, and I thought it was excellent. So, what do you rate it, Tom?
Let's go with a 4.5.
Nice. So you gave a 4.5. I gave a 4.5. You gave one issue of 4.9. So if we crunch the numbers, that averages about 4.69, dude. Oh man, that was always fun. Melon and Manga, Sheena, and Inja Benja show. You know what I mean? They did a great show the other day. Check them out. They're on the YouTubes too. Links down below. He said pop in and say hi. Thank you. We got Nick. Hey yo! He said what's up to us? What's up, Nick? Sleepy is still with us. If Tomorrow has headphones that might fix the echoes. Yeah. Are we echoing? Is that?
That might be.
I don't hear echo, but I know I hear your voice skipping. When I do the when I watch it on rewind, I want to see if that's my computer or it was actually this thing, whatever. But Manny's in the house. Nerdtastic News with an item view is in the house. I don't know why I had to introduce you like that all the time now, but I like the way you say that. Bobby says that issue had me on the edge of my seat. Yeah, man, it was really good, man. Like if you just take that other, I know it's hard. Like when we review these issues, we try to take what we don't like about the series so far and just enjoy the issue as it is at the moment. Man, you're gonna enjoy some of these issues when you do that. Yeah, Tom has the echo. Oh, okay. We'll see if we can fix that next time. He's like, I like the way you say that, brother. Oh man, I appreciate you, Manny. But man, this issue, like I said, best 2 issues of the series so far. I don't know how it ends for the next 2 issues. But having my man Peter, now I'm wondering, is he gonna like kill? You know what I mean? Like that's the next worst thing. Like, can you imagine like in this kind of state, him taking out a life and then not, once he gets his sin taken out, you know what I mean? Because he is, right? He's not gonna have sin forever and this amazing Spider-Man becomes amazing evil Spider-Man, you know what I mean? Oh, some people might like that, but now I really want to know, like, did you get to read ahead or are you doing the same thing? You read them as we go.
Yeah, I didn't want it this week out.
Yeah, me too. But so now that we wrap that up, next week be back here Saturday 7 p.m. East. We're covering issue 34. I might as well just give myself the big. Oh, were you out? Yeah. All right. Love you. Very professional. I'm saying goodbye to my wife. She's going out for a minute. Love you, babe. But issue 34 with that nice Patrick Gleason cover. You know what I mean? And issue 35. And we see like him on the glider looking evil. Like, what's that about with a pumpkin bomb? So it's a little bit of a spoiler, right? But we already know he's got the sins in him. So we're wondering. Yeah, the Maria, the lady. Right here. So keep on keeping on. That was the show, guys. But don't go anywhere because we're not done. That was just a review part of our show. Now we're gonna do my favorite part of the show. Always my favorite part. You guys know you love it. No, you guys know you gotta have it. Some show and tell. That beautiful sight. Some show and tell in the house. Tom, you want me to go first or you want to go first?
You can go first.
I see what you did. I went first. You went first last time, and you thought outdid you, but I don't think I did. I think you had an awesome show and tell, but now you're gonna see what I got. So you're like, you could be like, hold my beer. You know what I mean? I gotta see what you're doing. I see what you're doing. So I'm gonna give myself the solo act right here. Take a quick sip of my Pepsi. They don't pay me, but you know. And pretty quick, I'm gonna show you some of the stuff I got on Black Friday. I don't know why I got this. I'm a Star Wars fan. I love Star Wars. I like to collect the little I don't know, you see behind me, you know, the little Legos and stuff. So I got like Boba Fett in a suit, one of those mech strike suits kind of thing. You know what I mean?
Cool.
You got Boba Fett there. He fits right in the suit. So I can't wait to open it and build it and stuff like that. You know what I mean? That's him. Now there's two other ones right there. There's looks like the Vader one and a Stormtrooper one. Now I'm gonna want to get those.
Whoa.
Damn. So it was on sale. So I was like, hey, let me pick it up, man. That's pretty cool. Little build it, you know what I'm saying? Maybe I'll show it in the video or something like that. Figgy Friday or something like that. Show it on the thing. So who knows? Keep on keeping on. I usually show this on my collected edition show. We didn't have the show this month. I don't know. We probably won't return till next year. We'll see. Maybe we'll have a Christmas special. But everybody knows one of the best comic book series right now. And if people say it's the best, I wouldn't even argue with them. And of course, it's the Invincibles. And I got all the companions, but this one came out. I'm guessing there's gonna be another one because this is companion number 1 of the Invincibles universe. And they got my homegirl Adam Eve in the house. You know what I'm saying? She's looking glorious on there. Stuff like that. And this has stories outside in the universe world, an Invincible world. You know, it has a little bit of everybody. Kurtman and I don't think Otley contributes to it. I don't think he really has too much. He has covers and stuff. I don't think he has too much because he was doing the main issues on that. But man, it's covering a lot of issues here. Omni-Man, Guardians of the Globe, stuff like that. There's 2 volumes of it. It covers that. It covers Adam Eve's stories and stuff like that. So it's pretty damn cool, man. It has a bunch of books. Oh, it says it back here. I'm here trying to figure it out. Adam Eve 1 and 2. Invincibles presents Adam Eve and Rex Slope. 1 to 3. Guardians of the Globe, 6 issues. Guardians of the Globe Volume 2, 6 issues. And the Invincibles Universe, 12 issues. So anybody that loves Invincibles, and I haven't checked out the second season on Amazon. I'm gonna have to do that pretty soon because I'm just slacking on all my shows. I'm backlogging everything. Shows, movies, books. You know what I'm saying? My own show. You know what I mean? Backlogging everything. So great book. I'm probably gonna put all my other books aside. Excuse me, so I could read this one. Which I hate doing that. Every time I get a new book, all the ones go in the backlog. You know what I mean? Like backlogging. You know what I'm saying?
Are you still in the midst of point?
I finished Flashpoint.
Oh,
finally,
nice.
yeah. The last collected edition show I mentioned it on there. I didn't get to review it.
Mm-hmm.
I gotta start wanting to do that. I probably when I finish this one, maybe I'll review that one.
Yeah.
But yeah, I finished. Flashpoint was phenomenal. It was a great read. And now there was some tie-ins and probably didn't need to be there, but you know that's how books are. That's how comics are. But for the most part, I enjoy the different worlds of Flashpoint and stuff like that. So keep on keeping on because I could go on forever about Flashpoint. Maybe one day I'll do a review show of it. But I got I still get physical media. I still get movies, and when I see them on sale, which they didn't have a whole lot like they used to. Like I said, physical media, it is dying. Physical media is dying, but I did get a few books and stuff like a few movies, and of course I didn't get it yet, so I gotta get me Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3. You know what I mean? In the house. So totally She said she was leaving. She's still here, but distracting me. But Guardians of the Galaxy, I had to get it. Every time there's anything Marvel, I'm gonna get it, whether people hate it or not. But this one actually people liked. So great movie, great finale to that trilogy. And then this one people didn't like too much, but I get it because it's the man, The Rock, The Rock in Black Adam, which a lot of people say he's really The Rock, not Black Adam in it. But you know, so I had to get me a copy of the Black Adam. You guys know me. Come on, DC movie and all that, and of course, the latest installment of the John Wick Chapter 4. Heck yeah, man. Heck yeah. I had to get me some John. What happened?
Touch his leg.
Yeah. Do not piss him off. Do not kill his dog. You know what I mean? Because he made 4 movies out of it. You know what I mean? Oh, man. This one, I already showed before. I don't know why I put this in the pile. I didn't get this week, but I might as well show it again. Oh, yeah. Spider-Verse. Great movie. Great job. People who have seen this for the first one in the theater say that one's the best one. And it's hard not to argue that. That's first one was great. And people who missed out on that one in the theater and seen this one think this was the best one. They didn't see the other one in the theater, and it's like,
and you know what's fun? A lot of people they were like, what do you mean? What do you mean? They were like, what? And they made not a lot of this, but they came out and said her thing.
Yeah,
and I'm sitting there, and everybody out. They're smiling. Thinking, I was expecting.
Yeah, man. But are you still going? I can't tell. Yeah, so this still a great movie. If I can't explain it. There's so many Easter eggs in it. If you read you don't even have to read the books, but if you did, you're gonna enjoy it more too. You know, but if you didn't, you still gonna. It was a great. I love that they built her a lot in it. You know what I mean? And you saw her story. I love the Jason Latour, Robert Rodriguez run. So great. I'm gonna have to sit down and watch that again because it was a phenomenal. It's phenomenal. You know what I mean? So keep on keeping on. This movie a lot of people didn't like. I haven't seen it yet, but I have the first one. I enjoyed the first one, but Shazam 2, the Fear of the Gods. Have you seen this one?
I have not.
Yeah, I haven't seen it yet. I'm gonna have to sit down and watch it. Like I said, broken record, backlogging all my movies, but didn't find the 4K till it was too late. I bought this one, you know, on one of the sales. You know what I'm saying? 2-for-1 sale on Target. And got this one for free, type of thing. So, and then I ended up seeing the 4K in Best Buy, and I was like, you know what, I already got it. You know what I mean? And this is the inferior one, but I hear it's the inferior movie, so what the heck? You know what I mean? Keep on keeping on Dungeons and Dragons. I keep hearing this is good too. So I picked it up, you know, off a game and stuff like that, and why not? You know what I mean? Why not? I keep it in my... And of course, this is the movie of family, because you gotta think family. You know what I mean? And Fast X. Another one I haven't seen yet. We got my man Memorial in the house. You know what I'm saying? And stuff like that. So all the crew there, that and Brie Larson's in it and everything. So I can't wait to see it. You know, it's Fast and the Furious, man. If you're a person who likes the franchise, you're gonna like the movie. If you can't stand it, you're gonna hate this one too. This is the first part of like 3 or 4 more last movies. When it ends, who knows? They don't want it to end. This one, if Phable still watching, close your eyes. Close your eyes. I'll go la 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 la, and I'm already showing it, but Transformer Rise of the Beast. When I was in the theater, I enjoyed it. Was a lot wrong with it. If you're a hardcore Beast Wars fan, I don't think they really liked it or stuff like that. If you're a get off my lawn person, We all can be sometimes. There was a lot of things wrong with the way the story is, where they came from and stuff like that. And there's a word that you don't say in front of Phable, like "Look away, look away." You know what I mean? So he would go on a rant once you start talking about it. But I had to get it. I have all of them. I the first two of the Transformers, I enjoyed a lot. The other ones were okay. You know what I mean? They were off the rails by then. I don't know if you've seen them all, but
Yeah.
I liked them, but they did get off the rails. I think outside of the first one, I think Bumblebee is really good. I enjoyed Bumblebee so much. It was a great movie. Not because my girl Haley Steinfeld's in it too, but loved it. And last but not least, we're just talking about Flashpoint, and I read it. And the reason why I got it is because this was coming out, the infamous Flash.
Nice.
With my man Batman back there, you know what I mean? I had to get me the 4K once this thing come out. They threw it on sale. Herm gotta get it. Herm's gonna get it. Can't we wait to do a rewatch on this? I think you saw this too, right?
Yeah.
And it was kind of enjoyable. You know what I'm saying? And not kind of. It was enjoyable for the most part. Too much him though. That's the only thing. And he was like the controversy of the movie.
Yep.
You know that. But I think he did a pretty good job in it. You know what I mean? They could have implemented more stuff in it, but I think they were stubborn and didn't. If you read the omnibus and all that, and seen the cartoon movie, the anime movie and all that, the anime movie was phenomenal. If they would have implemented a little more of that in it, it would have blew it out the park. But because of the controversy and the time of the year and all that, it didn't do good on the box office. It is what it is. I know I'm going a little long on this show and tell, but last but not least, I kind of wanted to show. I only have 5 games for the Nintendo Switch. I got the Switch 3 or 4 years after its existence, or 5 years or something. I forget how many years already. I think they've been around for 7 years already. The Switch, if I'm not mistaken. My first game, of course, out of the Switch was Pokemon Sword. Nerd, you know, man. Love me Pokemon, and I'm missing I need to get the latest one that came out. Pokemon, it's you and me. You know it's my destiny. You know that whole thing. Oh, you're my best friend. So the second, and the world we must defend. Pokemon, my heart's so true. Now we're gonna sing the whole song now. But right here, Street Fighter. This is my second game ever for the Switch. I love Street Fighter. So any device that comes out, like PlayStation 5, I haven't seen it, but I see Street Fighter game for PlayStation 5. I got it too. I end up getting for every single console that ever comes out. If Street Fighter comes out, I get it. This was the 10th anniversary collection that came out a few years ago. And I had to get. I'm pretty sure you're a Street Fighter fan too, right? Like, who isn't? You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I'm not big fighting game guy. Like, I liked fighting games as a kid and all that, but Street Fighter and Mortal Kombat, and then there's everything else. You know what I mean? Keep on keeping on, but my third game had to be the Turtles Cowabunga collection.
Oh yeah.
That comes with all the NES movies, games. Whatever that sounds in. Oh man. But it has like the Turtles 2 arcade game.
Mm-hmm.
Best one out of all of them. Still my favorite. You know, then the number one Nintendo one wasn't really very great. But that second one where you face all the enemies and all that, I got through that whole gameplay just once. Where you face Shredder at the end, and I think the last one is Krang in the suit as the bad guy. Man, I cannot pass that without a friend. I can't do that by myself. Like, I need a friend. And in the arcades, all 4 turtles. You could be all 4 turtles. Like, when we all did that in the arcade, it was pretty fun. I spent a lot of money because I'm not as good as my friends, and I kept dying. But I kept putting quarters. They suck at me as a kid. You know what I'm saying? but what I hear is I need to open it and play it. Turtles Shredder's Revenge is really good. They're saying this is the best Ninja Turtle game. You know what I'm saying? Kawabunga! So everybody knows Ninja Turtles, one of my all-time, might be my all-time favorite movie as a kid, at least. You asked me as a kid, the Ninja Turtle movie is my favorite. Games, cartoon, love them all. Last but not least, the last Switch game I got was late, but at least I got it. You know what I mean? Everybody loves the Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. So I got me that. You know what I mean? Why not?
Yeah.
So I was looking for all my Switch games. I thought I just had 3, but I have 5. So I'm moving up. I'm moving on up to these heights. So those were my 5 Switch games. That is my show and tell. Pretty lengthy show and tell for me, but you guys know, I like showing some stuff. Why not? You know what I mean? Yeah. And now I'm gonna give my man Primetime Tom. He's like booty scooping or something over there. I don't know, like twerking or something over there. What are you doing over there?
If you haven't seen, it's I've got my mini geek. Yeah. I was really excited.
Real quick, my man Manny said, as Beast Wars and Beast Machine fan, this one broke my heart. Luckily, the voice acting for the Maximals and the Predacons in the War for Cybertron Kingdom had already stomped all over my heart. Looks like he wasn't really into that one. So it was prepped for it. Swords and Shield is solid. Thank you, my man. It's a jam. And I need your friend code, brother. Oh yeah, that's a friend code, right? I'll see if I can find it. Go ahead, man. Go ahead, Tom. I'm sorry.
So yeah, I told myself I was more than one for my geek, but I had to get the famous Sam.
Oh snap!
From Metroid.
Hell yeah!
Oh, the next Mandalorian.
Nice.
Mandalorian. I'm a bigger of the first.
Yeah.
Really mad. But and of course, I had to get that memory 50th anniversary, the first issue of it.
Oh, nice. Man, you're making me want to go get some ornaments.
and so I went GameStop. And I pop buy two get. So I just had to damage general.
Oh,
you can see his brain.
Yeah. Yo, that's hot.
And I thought this Ghost Rider.
Oh, snap. Yeah. Midnight Suns. Nice.
And get rid of the 3. The comic first Wolverine.
Oh, is that the real first issue?
I wish.
181. No, I'm just saying, like, people keep saying 180, 181. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Bobby likes it. Said those are cool.
So there's the. I was just gonna my pickups. Nothing except so they're kind of Howard. It's 50.
Yeah, man. I heard the Chip Sardasky. I didn't jump on that. I'm gonna have to pick it up. They still have it next week.
Issue Spidey. This is a cool Moon Knight Robin. Amazing Spider-Man 38.
Yeah, that's the variant cover. That's pretty hot.
And starting in January, they're gonna start effects starting with of Secret War. And so I guess trying to revive by having a mini series. The Secret War.
And I blame Tom. Really blaming him. Damn it, Tom. You're gonna make me wanna go on Midtown Comics right now.
We got the Bold 7.
Yeah, is that any good? Have you been reading that?
It's pretty.
Yeah, I keep hearing that, man. I skipped it, that one, but maybe if it's on a trade or a collection, I'll probably get it.
And then book 3.
Nice. I need to get it on the ball with that one. I enjoy the first series, so.
And I also have them with me.
Oops. It shifted to me. That's good?
Yep.
All right. All right, man. Great show and tell for the both of us. I love Christmas ornaments. Me and my wife gotta like calm each other down because we both like go a little nuts for Christmas ornaments. So we gotta stop each other and stuff like that. We haven't picked up any for this year yet, but I'm itching to do so. But I really gotta be picky because we try to just get one each because we have too many. We need like 3 trees. But they're addicting, you know what I mean? So I'm guessing you're gonna the Optimus is gonna have a couple of neighbors now. A couple of
I forgot.
Yeah, your shirt.
The
Your
shirt.
shirt. Well, hold on, let me give it solo.
I don't know if you. The issue. Spidey's crawling. Can't really see it. But
Yeah, it's all you gotta do. Yeah, Craven the Last Hunt shirt. Yes, which is very appropriate for this what you call it? For this show and this current arc that we're covering. So that's it, guys. Show and tell is over. We finally here. Had another fun show. Like I said, next week, real quick, I'm gonna show them again. We're covering issue 34. This is great Patrick Gleason cover. And we're covering issue 35. So see you guys next week. Hope you guys enjoy the show. Like I said, if you watch it on the rewind or you watch it live, thank you very much. If you like what you see, hit the thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel. Ding that bell for notification for future videos so you can see wonderful shows that we do. So Primetime has wonderful shirts. You know what I'm saying? Now he's gonna have Big Herm buying new shirts too. Just so hold my beer moments, you know what I'm saying? But man, thanks for joining us. Like I said, people in the chat, I appreciate you. People watching on the rewind, I appreciate you. Follow all the Bad Batchers, all the people from the community, friends of the Bad Batch, everyone. Follow them all. The links below, the box below has everybody up in there. Of course, my man, including my man Manny here. Nerdtastic News with an island view. I was gotta say that. But love you guys. Love everyone out there. Have a great weekend. Have a great holidays. And like always, you never know when is your last day, man. So be grateful for every time you wake up. I know life could get really hard, hit you in the face. But, you know what I mean? Hang in there. There's people that do love you. You're not alone. Reach out to people. You know what I'm saying? All that kind of stuff. Tom, feel better, my man.
Thank you.
And much love to everyone. And of course, like we always do this. I always seem to do this in the beginning of the show. We didn't really do a show of the week. But of course, my man, Sam Tiger Webb, 2 years. 2 years we lost him. And then of course, a year we lost my man JT. So they're up in heaven watching us. We never forget because They inspire us. JT with the wrestling and Batman, Sam with the Spider-Man, and a lot of other things that he was into. These shows are inspired by them. You know what I mean? Especially the Spider-Man. With Sam. I'm sure he'll be proud of us, of the stuff we're covering and stuff like that. And I missed him and all that. Amen. Always prayers to them. Love you guys. And yeah, man, I get a little choked up when I talk about them.
Yeah.
We never forget them. You know what I mean? And that's why I always say, man, just you always have reach out to people when you feel like you need to reach out. We have a lot of awesome people in this community, throughout the community. You know what I mean? And like Bobby says, Hardcore Station. Love you guys. See you next week, 7 p.m. East. We're back again. 2 more issues. Amazing Spider-Man. Primetime time in the house. Love you, brother. Thanks for doing this again. Till next time. Peace out. And I get the long peace out, and then I can't freaking end the show because I be forgetting and stuff like that. But this time I did it. Peace out. Love you guys. Station.